nítorí pé ẹ̀yin àgbà bọ̀ wọ́n ní wípé ikọ́ ẹni ó ń di méjì kí ni obìnrin ìjọba tó wọlé dé ìjọba tó máa rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn ni ìjọba Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ìjọba tó máa fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní tí ó mú lọ síwájú bá orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká gbárùkù ti ìjọba yìí kí gbogbo wa ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè jọ ṣe kó dára àṣeṣe o.
ẹ ṣeun gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó gba ní gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé á kí gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà fún ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ òní níbi tó dùn dé ẹ ti rí i pé Nàìjíríà náà ni kò sọ́nà méjì ṣe ti rí bó ṣe ń dún náà nù proudly Nàìjíríà ọmọ Nàìjíríà àtàtà àwa ní jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ti rí gbogbo tá à ń jẹ lónìí green white green náà ni oore ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó máa fẹ́ nìkan ọ̀kan wà gbé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí àtàgbé lónìí ire àìtayọ̀ àtàlàáfíà náà nìkan máa gbé tí ní látòrí tẹ̀tẹ̀lẹsẹ̀ green white green náà ni ẹ wò ó yóò dùn lálẹ́ yìí pọ́npọ́n yóò kàn sí aláriwo tẹ̀gbá ìkó gbé kanu lójú òpó ètò yìí ẹ tún fídíò yìí ẹ tún yẹ̀wò ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ àlejò lórí ètò yìí lónìí tí wọ́n sọ láti orílẹ̀-èdè England ẹjá gbọ́ ká tó máa tẹ̀ wájú lójú òpó ètò mò ń bọ̀ n ò tí ì dé.
a kú oríire o gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá a sì kú oríire gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ nítorí pé ẹ̀yin àgbà bọ̀ wọ́n ní wípé ikọ́ ẹni ó ń di méjì kí ni obìnrin ìjọba tó wọlé dé ìjọba tó máa rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn ni ìjọba Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ìjọba tó máa fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní tí ó mú lọ síwájú bá orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká gbárùkù ti ìjọba yìí kí gbogbo wa ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè jọ ṣe kó dára àṣeṣe o.
To everyone listening to us, I welcome you to this beautiful conversation on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's going to be a beautiful, lovely hour on the African Portal. Once again, congratulations to all Nigeria. The new regime is here. Let's talk about Nigeria now and beyond 2023 election, beyond 29 May 2023. That is the conversation we're going to be having with one of our very own, all the way from United States of America, Honorable Olanrewaju Sharafa. Taishe of London will be connecting with us on this broadcast this hour, giving us the updates, telling us about what we are expecting from this new government and the outcome that we're going to have at the end of the day. That is what the conversation is going to be all about on this program this hour. I just want to please to everyone connecting to this program, kindly share this program. Share it as many times as possible. Let this go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. Let's do it together. Together we can. Together we will. It's happening raw right here, right now on the African Portal. But before anything, let's quickly see what's happened in Abuja, in Eagle Square today. Remember, in the morning, I tell you we are coming back this evening to give you the update and also to connect with other media houses that is talking about what is trending today. And what is trending all over the world is the new government in Nigeria and the renewed regime, which they call the renewed hope of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All right, I have some people that's actually on ground that give us the update of what is going on at Eagle Square early this morning in Nigeria. Let's hear from them. Then I will connect to some other media house which we are already letting the listeners know that we don't have the copyright of any of the footage that we will put on this spotlight. We don't have a copyright to it. So please, if you get any of this footage, we don't have the copyright, but we give the kudos to the teams that make this possible. Let's hear what happened on the street. Let's hear what people have to say. Let's hear this.
On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate. mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand.
I thank you very much. That is one of the reaction coming to you all the way from Eagle Square in Abuja. And a lot of people are talking about it. Before I allow my guests to give us the update and to get into the business of today, let's quickly hear what some media house also say about this. Let's hear from them.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as President of Nigeria. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, reportedly administered the oaths of office and allegiance to both Tinubu and his Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima. The ceremony took place at the Eagle Square in the nation's capital Abuja on Monday. According to reports by local media, it was witnessed by Tinubu's predecessors Muhammadu Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan. Remi Tinubu, the wife of the new president, was also in attendance. High-profile guests included Ghana's leader Akufo-Addo.
All right, that is the update from other media outlets, and we really appreciate it. Thanks to my team that is making this possible. I really appreciate every one of you connecting to this broadcast this hour. My guest is already in the house that we're going to be having the conversation together, and it's going to be a beautiful conversation. Once again, to all Nigerians, this regime will be the peaceful and the regime to enjoy. I celebrate every one of you, and I congratulate every Nigerian citizen and all Nigerians in the diaspora. I celebrate you. This is your media house. This is the African Portal Radio TV International, coming to you live and direct from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. Thanks to all that have been part of this journey with us, and thanks to everyone watching our program. Keep watching it, keep sharing it, keep talking about it. It is a great pleasure to have this great African leader and this great Nigeria in the diaspora with us. And before I get to the business of the day, before anything, let me just quickly let you know that my guest today is one of the important people in the society. All right, so according to what is the information that we got, my guest is the UK-based Nigeria, a chartered accountant, and a corporate government professional. And I want to congratulate him for being one of the greats Nigeria, doing great in United States, in United Kingdom, doing great for our continent, Africa. We congratulate you for your new achievements, and we celebrate it on the African Portal. As a matter of fact, it's one of the reasons why I'm putting you on the spotlight on this hour. So I'm not going to blow it. I just want you to blow it yourself. Okay, welcome to the African Portal, and it's a great pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dari. I'm very happy to be back to African Portal. And every time I'm here, you know, it's always a great pleasure for me to be talking to you. And how are you? How is your family?
We're doing great, and we're doing very well. Regard from everyone, and we celebrate what you are doing in United Kingdom. As a matter of fact, you are one of the great African citizens based in UK, raising the banner very high. Tayeche has been the household brand that is trending all over the world. I see the performance, and I see what you guys do during the induction of the current king of England, that is King Charles. I see the performance. Beautiful. All right, let me firstly let you blow it yourself. What happened in couples of weeks ago or days ago? There is something that was, announced all over the media, and people are talking about it. Let's blow it. Let the world know what is it all about and how this happened.
Well, thank you so much, Dari. You know, I'm a member of several professional membership organization, one of which includes the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN. And as a member of ICANN, when you join as an ACA, but at some point you become a fellow member of the Institute, in which case it means that you now have that distinguished honor or privilege to yourself to kind of become an ambassador of the Institute, more or less like a senior colleague within the Institute. So it got to a point that we were also asked to put in application, and our application was put in, was successful. And of course, the institute then conferred the fellowship title on us. And I'm very pleased and grateful to the institute for that decision. And I'm also very, delighted and pleased with everyone, or I'm grateful to everyone who did congratulate us, including yourself at the African Portal. Thank you so much for the, congratulatory messages. We really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, it's worth it, and I really appreciate you that you are one of the people that is making this continent great out there, and a lot of people have been talking about it since when we put the poster out that you are going to be on the spotlight today. I've been receiving calls from different parts of the world, and they were congratulating you as well for that great achievement. But today is 29th of May 2023. A lot of people have been waiting for it. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people say it's not gonna possible. A lot of people think that days like this will not come true. And there's so many things that have been happening, especially in Nigeria politics. Let's talk about that a bit before we go to other conversation on this program this hour. Today is an historical day in the history of Nigeria, because since 1993 there have been a lot of let me say 1983. They say in 83 Awolowo couldn't make it, and also in 1993 Abiola also couldn't make it, and now we are in 2023, and before this day there is a slogan, or there is a word coming out, Emilokan, 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 Emilokan. A lot of people start saying, what is meaning of this? What is this guy mean by Emilokan, Emilokan, Emilokan? But finally, the Emilokan dream become the reality today. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu become the president, the 16th president of Nigeria. Let's talk about this. What is your view about this? And what's Nigeria expected from this current government? And where do you see Nigeria beyond this election, beyond today, 29 May 2023? Where do you see Nigeria? Take it step by step. Let's get into the conversation.
Thank you so much, Dari. First of all, let me use your platform to, again send my congratulatory and best wishes to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course to the president's dear wife, Mrs. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and their family on the occasion of their inauguration, and of course on their appointment, or on their inauguration as the president of Nigeria. And also to congratulate the vice president, person of Kashim Shettima, as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You mentioned the slogan Emilokan. I mean, it's just an evidence that there is a strong power in what we say to ourselves. It just sends a signal that we have to watch what we say to ourselves. We have to use positive words all the time. Asiwaju made that remark in Ogun State at the time when he visited, the Ogun State governor. At that time, there were a little bit of crack within the party, and he was more or less, a bit of anger. Then, perhaps, let me not say anger. I think Asiwaju was kind of reflecting on his contribution to the party as at that time. And when he took the podium, he then referred to his various contributions to the party. He referenced the fact that he has supported the past administration, the Buhari government, to emerge the Nigerian president. In fact, he referred to the fact that Buhari failed the first time, second time, third time, and the fourth time. And that having had his support, Buhari eventually emerged as the president. That because of that, he thinks that it is time for the party to compensate him. And today, as we can see, the May 29, 2023, the Emilokan become a reality, or the Emilokan idea or the slogan became a reality today. And that's why I am extending my best wishes to the president and congratulating him for such a courageous move, for such a visionary aspiration, for such a great intention to become the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, that said, I think it is time to get to work. I've just read in the newspaper, or perhaps I've just seen online, that the popular Dele Alaki, who happens to be the presidential campaign spokesperson, has been returned the Nigerian president spokesperson, or Ashwaju spokesperson. So the whole idea is that we've started to see great guys being returned back to office. We've started to see, cabinet or appointments rolling in. It is my expectation that the government or the Tinubu administration will put together a strong cabinet, because that's going to help in delivering on the key point that was put, or that was mentioned in the inaugural speech. The president mentioned that fuel subsidy is gone, in which case means that we are going to have to, pay for the fuel without government being government will not subsidize, fuel for us any longer. But I think it is important to put together a team of, a follow-up team, or a team of what would I like to call it? Maybe a team that would look out for the consequence or for the impact of the fuel subsidy. The fact that the first subsidy is no more there, there's going to be an impact. And I think there is need for us to have a strategic team or a think tank that kind of put into context the impact of the fuel subsidy. Ashwaju also mentioned that he's going to work on creating job and prosperity for the youth. I look forward to that. It's an area that I'm passionate about, and I'm very interested in seeing how the new administration will be able to create job and, of course, prosperity for the youth. But without looking too far, I suppose the president will probably look into entertainment. There is great potentials. There is good opportunity to tap into the entertainment industry. Nigeria, we've got great talent within the entertainment industry who are doing us proud globally. We have people like Davido, Wizkid. We have people like Ashake. We have people like Tiwa Savage, the African queen of Afrobeat. So we said that it is important to look at how to create jobs within the entertainment industry, and perhaps to discover more talent and invest heavily within the entertainment industry and drive the economy, or drive youth aspiration through, entertainment and all of that, because that has a multiplier effect that then lends itself to, telecommunication, where they need data to kind of do whatever they want to do. He spoke a little bit about reforming security doctrine. I look forward to see how that will emerge, what that means in reality. Perhaps I have said it in my congratulatory message to Ashwaju that it is important that he kind of looked into the security architecture of our country to make sure that we remain secured. He spoke about high GDP growth, that there will be a target to increase the growth or the GDP, which is fine. It's a good aspiration, and I think it's just a case of ensuring there is huge contribution to the gross domestic product. That would obviously including the fact that we need to ensure that we are a producing economy, and of course making sure that we encourage our local made product. We encourage our small businesses. We encourage the market women. We encourage the producers. We encourage business owners so that we can experience growth in our gross domestic product. He also said that he would create agricultural hub across the nation. Look, I look forward to see how that emerge. It's an interesting aspiration. Agriculture is important. Africa is known to to have natural resources. So Nigeria has, huge natural resources. And I look forward to seeing how we can perhaps tap into that opportunity to export, our product abroad or internationally. One aspect where he touched on also is monetary policy, the need through house cleaning. Okay, he said that monetary policy needs thorough thorough house cleaning. I don't know exactly what he's talking about there when he says thorough house cleaning, but my guess is that he's probably looking at having a strong a very competent hand within the CBN, or within somebody who kind of a team who kind of drive monetary policies such that will help us to stabilize the naira and will help us to like put things, or help us to have a grip of our own sovereignty when it comes to our own currency. And lastly, he spoke about the country's foreign policy. And at the center of that, he said that his aspiration on foreign policy will be on peace and stability, which means, he's kind of sending a message to the world that Nigeria is not going to take a stand when it comes to war. Nigeria will not perhaps, lend its voice to anything that has to do with war, but rather it would perhaps be a peacemaker. We would look for stability worldwide, or we would advocate for stability worldwide. To me, I think things are taking shape in terms of it's not a bad idea where the president is looking at, or the direction in which the president is looking at. The only thing I felt, in my opinion, that I think is a bit missing is that there has to be priority for anti-corruption. There has to be, a strong commitment to fight corruption. And of course, if you cannot fight corruption, it is almost impossible to achieve all these aspirations, So I think the president must, take into consideration the important need to fight corruption. I haven't read the full script, even though it has been sent to me by several others. I think there is a bit of an highlight that, he's going to strengthen anti-corruption agencies so that corruption can be decisively tackled. But of course, I suppose to have an headline or to have a title on anti-corruption would not be a bad one. I think importantly, it is also necessary the president should look in the direction of unity of the country. I think an headline or a subtitle that speaks about the unity of Nigeria and the fact that, Nigeria, the oneness of Nigeria is non-negotiable. I think it's something the president must also, pay huge attention to. So it will be interesting. Things are going to take shape in the coming days. I expect that we're going to see great year, or we have great hope. Perhaps they call it renewed hope. So I believe great things are on its way to us as Nigerians, and I think our times to shine, our time to grow, our time to thrive is now, and we can continue to be the giant of Africa. Thank you, Darren.
I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for that clear information that you put on the spotlight for our listeners and the people connecting with us to have the idea of what is coming. Before now, there's been a lot of misconception. A lot of people have been talking about can this government deliver? A lot of people have been talking about they're doubting APC because the 8 years of the previous government, they make so much promises as is happening today, and some of them doesn't come to reality. All right, but we believe that we can do better, and this current government is going to deliver according to what you said. But let's look at the foreign policy, because a lot of people, especially we that we are in diaspora, seems to see that what is coming from outside the money coming to the country is more than enough to make our GDP, to boost our GDP. But if you look at the current situation in Nigeria now and compared to other countries in the world, you will realize that there's still a lot of things to do, especially in our environment, especially in the way people are living. If you are in Lagos, you look at the traffic in Lagos is alarming. And are you thinking probably all this will be something of the past during this current government?
Yeah, governance is a journey. It's not an ending. Governance is a journey on its own. It's not a destination. To say that we have reached an end of Buhari administration does not necessarily mean that that is the end of governance. It is just, the passing of a baton. And that's one of the things that happened, during the inauguration. You saw where the outgoing government will pass a baton to the incoming government. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that we are going to see a lot of things happen positively in this new government. It's going to, we hope that things will change, and there is an atmosphere that they hope that the Nigerians are clamoring for is around the corner. But like I said, how that will take shape, we will know in the early days of this new administration. In the early days, what are going to be the indication? How do we know? What are the factors that indicate that a government is on the course to actualizing national prosperity? One of the indication is, one, how has the cabinet took shape, or what shape, or how did the cabinet come together? Do we have men and women of competencies appointed as member of cabinets? If the answer is yes, one can begin to think that the new administration will do well. Another factors that determine whether a government will do well, perhaps better than the previous one, is what is the ambition of the new government? What aspiration does the new government have? As it set a high standard, or as the new government set an highest level of aspiration for themselves. If that's correct, then that means they are in the right direction. I spoke a little while around anti-corruption or fighting corruption. It is extremely important to make sure that the new government fights corruption, because no matter how competent your cabinet members are, if corruption still persists within our environment, then it is unlikely that you will achieve any important or any meaningful, you can't make any meaningful progress. So I suppose that just like the way you are hopeful, I am also hopeful. And I think a lot of Nigerians are very extremely hopeful. And we pray to God Almighty to give the Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that strength and the good health to deliver Nigeria and to save our country towards the pathway of prosperity.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The country where you are right now is one of the countries that is taking our money through their medical facility. Let me put it that way. Because the previous government spent almost, if you look at the government of Buhari, the time going to UK for medical treatment is even more than the time sitting in the office, if I may say. All right, are you saying that this government, because I overhear people talking about Tinubu say that it's going to return some of the expertise that's the base in UK, as the doctors and everything that have been based in UK coming back home to come and be part of this government? Do you think this is going to be something that we're going to enjoy this during this government, or is it going to be the same thing like the previous government? Probably the Ashwaju will be going to England for treatments every now and then. What can you tell the people listening to us? Because people want to see beyond today. So they want to be sure probably what is happening yesterday will not continue from tomorrow morning. Probably Ashwaju will remain in Nigeria and having all this medical treatment in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Dari. I think if I understand you well, I suppose what you're trying to say is how people make choice to live life, or how people make choice to live their life. And usually what happens is that money is a very strong instrument when it comes to decision making in life. Money is not the root of all evil. Money gives people choice. When you have money today, it then puts you in a situation where you can make choice for yourself and say, where do I spend my holiday? Do I go to Hajj? Do I go to Mecca? Do I go to Dubai? Do I go to Jerusalem? Do I just go to Ilaro and enjoy myself in somewhere within our country? So this is money speaking. So it's not a case of him being the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that will inform his decision to go abroad to take medical facility. He would have naturally or ordinarily take medical facility abroad without being the president of Nigeria, perhaps because he has the money. And I know a couple of friends who have, they would never allow their wives to have their children in Nigeria, or their child or their children are born, either in America or Canada, and they would foot their bills. This is one thing that money does for people in life. It allows you to make decisions, and it gives you several options. So money is not the root of all evil. In terms of whether, the diasporal doctors will return back home, I suppose, again, it's pretty much an individual decision. People who have built their life here, who have child-minding issue, who are contributing to their immediate environment here, who have got appointment, who have got staff that they happen to be their line manager, may not necessarily want to leave all of that and return back home. While some people naturally miss home, they want to mingle, they want to meet their family, they want to, reunite with their friends of many years, will of course still want to take that decision to go back home. So I don't think any government policy can, either force people or can either incentivize people to make decision to go back home, because such decision has something to do with individual lifestyle.
All right. Thank you very much. Where I'm going to is this. The question, I just want to make it kind of indirect, but I see that where I'm going to is this, because it's not been mentioned during the conversation when you are telling us what is going to happen beyond 29 of May 2023. Are we saying that the current government is going to focus on making the health sector in Nigeria, to say, become a kind of institution that is going to be able to take care of anybody? It doesn't matter whether you're a president or whoever you are. Are we saying that this current government is going to make health department of Nigeria or health ministry in Nigeria to become more strong than what it is now, than everybody can be able to trust and remain in Nigeria to have their medical checkup or medical treatment?
Thank you so much, Dari. Unfortunately, I have not read the full message of Mr. President that he delivered today. I've just read out the highlights of the speech. And if the speech has excluded matters around health, it means that we should remind the president to be looking in direction of health as well, because you are correct that, you are correct. Just like I mentioned earlier on that, if his speech is not looking in direction of unity, then we have to tell him to look in that direction. If he's not looking into the direction of anti-corruption or fighting corruption, he needs to look into that. And again, if the current speech is not talking about health, and in fact, it'll be interesting to see how many times the word health was mentioned in the speech. If the word health was mentioned once or twice, it shows that there is less emphasis on health of the people. And therefore, we need to, you, myself, and of course, every other ones who have the capacity to engage or to kind of send the message across to a new president, must remind them that there is need and urgent attention within our healthcare sector. And I agree with you. You know, people must be able to live life and live life without fear of, you know, death of simple things like malaria, like typhoid, and there has to be adequate provision for health facilities or for health services.
All right. I will soon be rounding up with you because I know you have an assignment that needs to attend to. So we will soon be rounding up this section. This will be the last question. Then we just celebrate this day. Then we call it a day with you. Why the program is still continue. All right. Let's look at one of the things mentioned during the campaign. I overheard Ashwaju Bola Tinubu during the campaign that the university education, your 4 years will be 4 years. And I replay. That's the message again, that when you get to university, your 4 years will be 4 years. That is, there will not be any strike again in university. And when you get your admission to university, you spend your 4 years. There's nothing like you spend like 1 year at home, like during the last government. Are you seeing this coming to reality during this this current government?
Thank you so much, Daria. I think, you know, I like this dialogue because it's just revealing a lot to you, to myself, and to all the viewers. And what is revealing to us is that the new government or the Tinubu administration must go back to its campaign, you know, manifesto, and just stick to the campaign manifesto. And the reason I say that is that, you know, here in the UK, the government don't joke with their campaign manifestos. So we can begin to see, you know, key priority in the government speech, which is not mirroring the campaign manifesto. Now you've just picked the importance of education. Earlier in a little while, you picked the importance of health. Now, these wordings or these words are not, you know, reflecting in the inaugural speech. I would expect, and I will go and read the inaugural speech, I would expect that one paragraph of the inaugural speech should be dedicated to what Abraham Maslow refers to basic needs of life. Health, food, education, those basic needs, because those things are still lacking in Nigeria. I would expect that whoever was authored that, you know, write-up, inaugural write-up, should pay attention to those basic needs. Because what Maslow suggests is that once you satisfy those basic needs, then you are fine within the society. So I would expect that at least a paragraph should be dedicated to those basic needs. And if that's the case, if I go back and read, I will just let you know that I've read it in detail and it does refer to it. But if it does not, my advice to the new incoming administration is to please go back to your campaign manifesto and stick to them. Because that's what one of the things you've just picked up now, that during election, you promise us 4 years will be 4 years. Now, don't drop these campaign manifestos. Do everything. Let there be a committee that track all your promises, especially the one that you have written down, that track all your promises and the deliverables, making sure that you deliver on all your campaign promises. Alongside with that, you can then make sure that you deliver other things, but campaign promises must be kept, because you must remember that 4 years down the line, you come back to the people again to make campaign, and that's the point where you would put yourself forward to be accountable for all your campaign promises.
All right. Thank you very much, Olanrewaju, Sharafa. Thank you very, very much for coming out to be part of this great conversation. I really appreciate it. Taishe is doing great job in England. And I just want you to use 1 minute to just tell people about Taishe and let them know that this is one of the household brand that is putting the Yorubas back on the spotlight. Like I said earlier on, I saw the performance during the King Charles induction, and that is very, very great. So tell people about it. Let people listen to us in UK, in other part of the world, know what Taisha is all about. Then we can call it a day with you.
Thank you so much for that. Today we sent a message to the whole Yoruba community, congratulating them on the appointment or on the inauguration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We had Taisha of London. I am one of the lead strategists on this project, and perhaps the visionary of this project. What we're doing is to promote culture, Yoruba culture. We're promoting Yoruba culture. We're promoting, Yoruba culture or Yoruba through cultural education. We're organizing events. We're doing creative work projects. We're doing documentaries that helps us to promote Yoruba culture, Asha and Ishe. And on a day like this, that's why you can see me dressed like this and demonstrating to the whole world that we are proud of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I am proud to be a Yoruba. And all of us here at Taishi London, we are congratulating or we're sending our best wishes to the new government or the new Tinubu administration. We wish him well, and we pray to Almighty God to give him the strength to at least fulfill all his campaign promises.
All right. Thank you very much for this, and I really appreciate it. So to everyone in England, Taishe is one of the people that is putting Africa Yoruba back into the spotlight. And I like the way you dress. Thank you very much for being one of the proud Yoruba. I really appreciate that. Our local. So let our local slogan continue and go out there, go and claim your rights. Sometimes if you keep quiet, what's rightfully belongs to you but pass you by. That is one of the lessons that we need to grab from this conversation this hour. You know, when Tinubu starts saying Ebiloka, a lot of people are asking the question like, what is going on here? But finally, he got it in his hand. So I just want to say goodbye to you from here, Olanrewaju, Sharafa, and I thank you for coming out to be part of this conversation. You are one of the people that we respect so much in this house, and we believe that your support to the African culture and to the Yoruba culture and Yoruba community in diaspora will bring progress to our culture in the diaspora and in between. So keep doing the great work that you are doing. I really appreciate it. African Porter is still holding on to read that you are part of the people that will believe that with our collaboration, that will bring a lot of progress to this space and to your space as well. So do have a great evening. Thank you very much for coming out, and say hi to everyone around you, especially the Taishe team. And to Babagaji, I give it to you. Thank you very much. We really appreciate what you are doing in England. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's goodbye from here. Thank you very much. Bye for now. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. This is the African Portal Radio TV International. Later in the day, we're going to have one of our very own that will be coming from United States of America. Auntie Donald will be on the African Portal Radio, where she's going to be ministering powerfully. That is Monday special, and it's going to be a great time. So join us at 1 p.m. South African time. That will be 1 a.m. South Africa, and that will be 12 a.m. Nigerian time. So please connect with us. Let's do it together, and let's do it together. All right, to everyone joining us, I really appreciate it. If you want to speak to us, or you want to know more about us, you want us to advertise your business or put you on the spotlight, you can call me on +277033584. That is the number to call. This is the African Portal Radio TV. Africa is our business, and we believe that this continent will be a great continent when you and me believe in this continent, believe in ourselves, and believe in what we have. Let's wear Africa, speak Africa, and eat Africa. That is the slogan. And let's do it in a way and manner that will bring the progress to the incoming generation. I really appreciate every one of you, and I want to celebrate everyone connecting to this program, no matter the country you reside, no matter where you are. I say congratulations to all Nigerians, both home and abroad, because today is a special day. Let me give you the some of the highlights of what happened at the Eagle Square today, and let me give you some of the video. I show it earlier when we get to those programs. So let me just give you some of the highlights and some of the things that come up at the Eagle Square today. That is one of the information that we got from our partners. Let's hear this.
your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand. We shall stand on your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand.
The reaction from the Eagle Square in Abuja early hour this morning, and I want to celebrate all the APC South Africa, starting from the president of the APC South Africa, Otuba Honorable Toye Oyekomi. Congratulations to all the APC member and also to all the founding fathers, to Otuba Jayesimi Olufemi Otuba. We really appreciate the great work that you are doing, and also to one of the great leaders as well, Sunday. Thank you very much for the great work that you are doing. And Omo, thank you very much. That is the previous chairman of the APC South Africa. Bola Babaride as well. We say thank you all for representing Africa, for representing South Africa at the inauguration in Eagle Square in Nigeria. We really appreciate it. This is the voice of Nigerians as well. This is the voice of Yoruba. This is the voice of Africa. This is the African Porter, the lion voice of Africa. And we celebrate with all Nigerians, both home and abroad, especially here in South Africa. Congratulations to all the APC members in South Africa. And we want to use this time to also congratulate our leaders here, which represent Nigerians in South Africa, to the Consular General, our leaders. We say thank you for the great work that you are doing here in South Africa. And to the ambassador of Nigeria to South Africa, His Excellency Manta, we say thank you, sir, for the great work that you are doing here in South Africa. And to all the members of APC, once again, we say congratulations, and also to the secretary of the APC South Africa, that is Honorable Matthias Sagbo. Well done for the great job, and I celebrate every member of the APC South Africa. I congratulate you on this program, and I say that this regime will be the regime of progress for every one of us. Thank you for sharing this program. Thank you for watching it, and it's been a very great pleasure having you on board on this program this hour. Today is May 29, 2023. It's an historical day because the dream of over 30 years come to reality today. So in the history of Nigeria, today is one of the days that we can never forget in a hurry. So I celebrate this special day, and I celebrate all Nigerians once again. No matter where you reside, we celebrate you and say congratulations to you. All right, let's hear what some of the media houses also say about the induction today at Eagle Square. Let's hear from them, then we call it a day from this program.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as President of Nigeria. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, reportedly administered the oaths of office and allegiance to both Tinubu and his Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima. The ceremony took place at the Eagle Square in the nation's capital Abuja Monday. According to reports by local media, it was witnessed by Tinubu's predecessors Muhammadu Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan. Remi Tinubu, the wife of the new president, was also in attendance. High-profile guests included Ghana's leader Akufo-Addo.
All right, so high-profile guests are actually there, and also the report gets to us that the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, also is there as well to witness and to be part of that inauguration. All right, with that, we're going to be drawing the curtain from here on the African Portal Radio TV International. And to everyone that is joining us, I celebrate you, and I want to say thank you for believing in what we are doing on the African Portal Radio. Please remember that we are part of the people that was nominated for the Gospel Choice Award in England, in America, and in Atlanta, in America. We need your support for us to make this dream a reality. We need your support for this to come to reality, for us to go to America, receive that award, and bring it back to Africa. So please, if you want to support us in any way, you want to support us, you can come on +277033584. And at the same time, you can come and advertise your business with us on the African portal. Let us put your business back on the spotlight. When we believe in ourselves, when we support ourselves, this continent will be a better place to stay. Support what we are doing on the African portal. We are believing in God that this is going to be the BBC of Africa. With you on board, I know we can achieve this. So with this, I just want to say thank you very much. Enjoy the music and meet us again by 12 a.m. Nigerian time and 1 a.m. South African time, as one of our very own all the way from United States of America, Donald will be joining us to be on this space. Thank you and God bless you. We still have a lot of program coming up on the African portal this week, but watch our space. We are here for you. With you on board, we believe we can do it. Thank you and God bless you. Enjoyed some of the advert that we have for you. Let's go back to our advert. Let's enjoy some of the things that we have for you. Then from there, we call it a day. Thank you very much and God bless you.
God has the power to watch over us, but give someone the authority to do so. In Nigeria and all over the world, Watchdog Security Limited, we are assisting security outfit, providing all-round security for individuals, organizations, estate premises, maintenance of CCTV cameras, VIP protection, and bodyguard services. For all this and more, contact them in Abuja, Osogbo, Ibadan, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Lekki, Ikeja, and Spain. Watchdog Security Limited. Someone is calling you. 014542472 +2348075392811 08126282651 +2348075392814. Security is everyone's concern, but it's our business.
Agbe dúdú lárugẹ, kágbáṣà wà lárugẹ. Bíbí rẹ̀ ròṣẹ́ fowó rẹ̀, mo mọ ìyára mi dúdú ni mí. Dúdú ni mí, mo múnú ṣe funfun. Obama bara, ṣebí dúdú náà ni. Chinua Achebe ṣebí dúdú náà ni. Wọlé Ṣóyínká ṣebí dúdú náà ni. Ó sòyìnbó títí tó fi di Nobel ọ̀rẹ́. First University African continent ló ti jáde. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran náà ní egungun ọmọ rotoṣi náà ní ràkìtà. Bùdárí rọlá tẹ́jú mo náà ní iṣẹ́ bàbá mi. Bóyìnbó mu kọfí bàbá mi mu kọ́. Òyìnbó lo mẹ́rìndé makúlá lè mí pẹ̀lú sùn. Bóyìnbó mu bí ẹ mú òkúrọ̀ ń bẹ lábàá.
A kú oríire o gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá, àsìkò oríire gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀, nítorí pé ẹ̀yin àgbà bọ̀ wọ́n ní wípé nǹkan ẹni ò ń di méjì kí ni obìnrin. Ìjọba tó wọlé dé, ìjọba tó máa rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn ni ìjọba Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu, ìjọba tó máa fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní tí ó mú lọ síwájú bá orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbárùkù ti ìjọba yìí kí gbogbo wa ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè jọ ṣe kó dára. A ṣe ṣe o.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate we shall stand. We shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand.